Question is that can trade have an impact on industry performance? So we are still talking about internal economies of scale. In the real world, if you look at it, firms, they vary across the industry, right? Their performance also vary across the industry. We have just assumed firms to be symmetric. So which firms exit the market, which firms enter the market, it doesn't matter because their performance is same. But in real world, if you look at it, there are firms which are better performing than the other firms. There are firms which are worse performing than the other firms. It depends, surely. One thing. So there is going to be an effect of competition on the performance of the firms also, right? There is going to be the effect of competition, increased competition on the performance of the firms. Why are we saying so? There are some worse performing firms. There are some worst performing firms. And there are some better performing firms. Now, because of trade, there is going to be increased competition. Increased competition is going to affect both worst performing firms and better performing firms. These worst performing firms will be hit hardest. Right? They were already performing bad. Now there is increased competition. They're going to perform even bad, more bad, right? And because of this, they will be forced to exit the market. They'll be forced to exit the market. This increased competition is going to bring opportunity for better performing firms. So there is an increased sales opportunity for better performing firms, right? They are the existing firms. They are the existing firms. Because of increased competition, these better performing firms, they take the most advantage. They take the most advantage and they expand the most also. So the better performing firms, they expand. And the worst performing firms, they exit the market completely. So in this way, trade has a direct impact on the industry performance. Trade has a direct impact on industry performance. So let me just take you a little further. There is, you just draw one diagram. You have Q, you have P, C, revenue, whatever. So this is the demand curve. And this is the corresponding MR curve. This is the corresponding MR curve. So there are two firms, firm 1 and firm 2. And the firms are not symmetric. Because the firms are not symmetric, the cost function of the two firms are different. Right? Because the two firms are not symmetric, the cost function of the two firms are different. So they have the different MCs. So this is MC1. This is MC2. This is MC1 and this is MC2. And we are assuming that all firms, they're facing the same demand function and the corresponding MR function. So we have relaxed the assumption of symmetry by saying that their marginal costs are different. One thing, right? Now, firm 1 is going to produce where MC1 is equal to MC, where MC1 is equal to MR. right? At this particular point. And it is going to charge this much price. Firm 2 is going to produce where MC2 is equal to MR, and it is going to charge this much price, right? So MC1 is equal to MR at this point. You produce Q1, price is P1. MC2 equals to MR at this point. It produces Q2, and the price is P2, right? So you guys could see that firm 1 is setting a lower price and producing more output, while firm 2 is setting the higher price and producing lower output, right? So what happens is is that firm 1 will also have the higher markup over the cost. Firm 1 will have the higher markup over the cost. So firm 1 will set a higher markup, right? Will set a higher markup. So what is happening out here? You look at the profit of firm 1, that is going to be what? P1 Q1 minus C1 Q1, like this. So it is P1 minus C1 into Q1. Fair enough. Profit of firm 2 is P2 Q2 minus C2 Q2. So that is P2 minus C2 into Q2. P2 minus C2 into Q2, right? Well, one thing is for sure that C1 is less than C2. C1 is less than C2, and Q1 is greater than Q2. But the only thing is that P1 is also less than P2. P1 is also less than P2. So firm 1 will have a higher economic profit than firm 2. Firm 1 will have a higher economic profit than firm 2. Why are we saying so? But Q1 is less than Q2. Sorry, Q1 is greater than Q2. And P1 minus C1 is greater than P2 minus C2. P1 minus C1 is greater than P2 minus C2. Because firm 1's cost is lesser than firm 2's cost, it is able to set a higher markup. Now, because it is able to set a higher markup, its profits are also more, right? I am firm 1 and you are firm 2. My cost is lesser. So I am setting a higher markup over my cost as compared to what you can set as a markup. Markup is how far I can set the price above my cost. So I have more room to set the price above cost as compared to you because you already have the higher cost. So if you set really high price, nobody is going to buy from you. One thing is that. So, and if you look at it in the diagram, so you have CI out here and you have operating profits. So when the cost is C1, the profits are P1 minus C1 into Q1, right? So let me just draw this like this. That is When cost is C1, profits are these. P1 minus C1 into Q1. They're the higher profits. P1 minus C1 is greater than P2 minus C2, and Q1 is greater than Q2. So P1 minus C1 into Q1 is greater than P2 minus C2 into Q2. When cost is higher, profits are lower. Right? So you have a negative relationship between cost and profits. Right? You have the negative relationship between costs and profits. One more thing is that you have an intercept out here, which is C star. Right? So C star is like the cost cutoff. Cost cutoff. So in case if any firm will have a cost or a marginal cost which is greater than C star, it will be completely out of the market. So if it is that inefficient that its cost is more than C star, it will be completely out of the market. It has to exit the market, because whatever price it is going to set, nobody is going to buy. In that case, nobody is going to buy, because in case if I have a cost here, so this MR is not intersecting my MC curve here. So I will not be producing anything. My profits are going to be zero and I'll be completely out of the market. So such a firm whose marginal cost is above than this cost cutoff will not be producing anything, and it will exit the market definitely. So this is the point of how can trade impact the industry performance. This is the point for how can trade impact the industry performance, right? Shali, thank you, Beta.